Okay, I'm sorry. I'm freaking out. Okay, I can't say that. Okay. And I know it's just every day I'm getting more and more like that sees what that stroke did something. And today, I think's the day where I'm. So this morning, it started this morning, right? Um, so it started this morning. I was sleeping. I wake up and it's sorry. Um, I I wake up. It's light outside. I'm saying, well, it's light. So I look for my phone. I can't find my phone. So I'm like, okay. So I run. I'm like, what's going on? I so I go to I can't find my phone. I go to the computer. I'm like 5 minutes late to go to work. So I'm like, okay. So, So I find my phone. My phone is dead. My phone is never dead. It's never dead. So I'm saying like, so I'm trying to calm down. To So I'm like, okay. So then I put in. I'm like, that's weird. I've never been late. So I was like, well, I had a good sleep and whatever. So charge it, go into my job. I mean, start to go on to the. Sorry, I'm trying to calm myself down. Calm down. So I try to go into the computer for work, go in there, and then finally I put my phone up. Right after that, like maybe 2 minutes later, my best friend calls me, and she's like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Oh my god, I was late. Um, you know, um, it was it's crazy. I was like, I've never been had my phone to die. That's crazy." So she's like, yeah. She's like, I tried to call you, went straight to your voicemail. So I was like, okay, all right, that's weird. So then, my God, there's so much stuff that's going on all through this day. It just kept on. Crazy stuff was going because I'm trying to remember stuff, but I'm forgetting because just right now, that's when is it? It was like all day something was happening, something. So then I'm like, okay. So then we're talking, and oh my God, and I wish I could remember because I wasn't even, it was just regular conversation. But what I was telling her, she was like, okay, this is that. And I was just talking all this positive stuff, da 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 da. So then my friend goes, she's like, you're very happy today. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And yeah, actually, yeah, every day. I'm just life. And I'm like, so, but I was like, that's crazy because, remember the days I haven't been sleeping well. And so, and at one point, one day, I was just, I didn't even sleep at all. So she's like, well, maybe she just, needed to to sleep. You have to feel better. So I was like, yeah, I actually felt really good today. Waking up. So, so, so then she's like, but yeah. And I said, you know what? I just realized this is the most happiest I've been all ever. Like in my life. The only other type of place where I've been really, really, really happy was track. When I was running track, you know, and I didn't say my daughter because I was going through a divorce, so that's not because why. So that's why. But yeah, so I was like, I'm feeling my heart is just like since I shared the music thing. It's like since then it's been like whoa, like, and so I'm like, yeah, my heart. I'm just smiling. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. She's well, she was a little freaked out. She's like, yeah, and she was like, and I was like, and I told her I was like, no, and so because I had a situation, growing up and stuff like that, that I was going through. I'm not never talk about that, but so I'm like, since then, like, I've just never been happy. But this is like a dipping deep. I'm happy, like. So she's like, yeah, and because of that, like, I was drinking. I was a lot. My body, the stuff that is part of the weight. I was dealing with that, and then the stroke, and then with the stroke, and when I grown up, it was just boom, 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 divorce. It was just I was just going through all that stuff, from the beginning, from day one. I've just always something was going on. I was like, I just felt like I just finally. I'm like, I feel finally, I'm happy. And she was like, yeah, I can tell you're not, yeah, I can tell, like, you're the way you're talking is different. She's like, you're not, I can tell when you're drinking because you start slurring, but she's like, no, this is like straight, like, you're talking happy, just talk, happy. And I'm so, and she's a little freaked out. And I'm sitting like, yeah, it's been like that. It's really crazy, right? So, but it's just like that since I shared the thing. So then, rewind. A couple of weeks ago, I couldn't sleep. And I think I don't know if I was drinking or something. And I was kind of like, and then I just remember, I was like, you know what? I need to just, no, I wasn't drinking. No, actually, I wasn't drinking. No. That's the happiness. I have to get used to that. I'm not drinking, not because of drinking, but so, yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me try to go to start doing to the gym. Let me go to the gym, right? So I was about to go into to sign. I was like, nah, whatever. So, anyways, yesterday, someone called, and they've been calling like back to back to back. Instead of just blocking them or something, because I was in their system, so they were like, oh, I see that you went to there, but you haven't signed up. Do you want to check the gym and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, like, something. Yesterday, I was like, let me just pick up the phone. So then I'm talking this and that, and I was like, they're just like, I said, look, I like to dance. So, maybe I'll go to the gym to dance. Let's go for the gym for the dance. He was like, okay, you know what? What happens? What do you do tomorrow? So I was like, I can go at this time, blah, blah, blah. He was like, okay, you're going to meet such and such, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then, like I said, I have to remind everything on my phone. So, boy. I'm not freaking out. I'm good. Because I don't want to open a 325. I don't know no, I'm fine. But it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff's going on. So anyway, so the person was like, okay, you'll meet me at such and such. It was a guy. So anyways, so I get there. So then look up in my phone for the schedule. So then today, I'm talking to my friend, and then my friend, and I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, my thing, I forgot, I'm going to the gym today. Remember, I went to the thing. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, maybe I was like, I'll just go. I'll just go. I just want to go see the gym, and then leave, right? So then, so then, so then, I was like, let me just put some clothes and then put my little clogs or whatever, go there. So I go there and so I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to meet such and such. There was a black guy. He's like, oh wait, he's not coming in today. He's not. Oh, I'm sorry. But you can meet. Oh my God, I wish I forgot her name. Oh yeah, well, I'm going to the gym, so I'll see her. So so I'm gonna you're gonna meet her. So I said, okay. I was like, okay. So when I just got to her, I said, that's just, I felt, some type of like, it was like she was connected. I don't know. I just felt warm. It's so weird. She just felt warm. So then just her vibe and stuff like that. And I just got really, really comfortable with her. So we're just walking around and she's stuff, and like the way she was talking, it was like she was talking in my language. I can't even say. The way, the words she used, the way she used, the tone, it was just like connected. Like I was saying it, I could understand what she was saying, right? So she'll say, okay, you, this, that. And then sometimes I'll be like, no, I don't understand. And she'll be like, then she'll switch. It's like she'll switch another language. Child, it's the stroke. I know, it's the stroke. So she's like, I was like, so every time I didn't understand she would say, she will adjust it to a language that I understood. Like, so I was like, by the time I would go with the whole thing, I just want to go to everything, every day, all day. F my job, F everything. I'm just gonna do here. She motivates me. I want to do this. She just feels like she child. Oh my God. Look, I don't care. I need to share this. I do because this is crazy. This is crazy. So, and I'm not gonna do anything because I'm happy. So it's not like I'm about to do something. No, I love life. Okay, I love life. I don't know what to say. My heart is, child. So I'm so happy. So anyways, so she's like, oh, she'd be like, okay, so when you want to do this, and I'm sitting here like, the price. She says, so when you're saying this, and I'm sitting here, yes, like everything she was saying, like she touched my soul. You will tell me I was just like, I just want to talk and hang out with you all day. That's how it was. Like, my heart right now is going like this. Like, just thinking about the whole situation. The stroke, me coming back from dying, something happened, and I know I'm not stupid. I'm not going crazy. Y'all, you don't understand. Something happened. Okay. So so then I'm talking to her. So she's like, okay, so she'll be like, okay, so this how about this price? I'm like, no. So then she's like, okay, but I understand. She kept saying, she's like, I understand. And I'm like, the way she talked, it was like, I'm like, yes, yes. The way she was talk, like we was in another language. It's like a God. I'm saying God. It's like, it was something happened, child. I don't care. It, okay, okay. Child. Um. So then she's like, but okay. So, but what about this situation? And when this and that, and then I'm like, and I kept on saying, yes, I understand. I understand. I kept saying that all day. I was like, yo, and all this has been going today, all day, one day, all day, all day, all day, all day. My happiness, it hurts. I'm happy. Child. So at the end, I said, you know what? I always said that if I ever meet somebody and if they have a vibe about them, I'm going to share my music at the Spotify. Because so then when I said this music, she kind of said, was like, oh, so it's your music, kind of like, and I was like, no, it's just music. It's just music. Like people songs that feel my heart. I want to share how I feel when I listen to my music. I want to share it. So she's like, what? And so she's all this time. Actually, she's just kind of like aback, like she's kind of like in shock. It just seemed like just talking to me, it was a lot for her. Like, and people kept looking like, okay, you're still there. Like she was like, she could not move. Like she just, and then at one point she said, oh, okay, wait, okay, wait. She kept on saying, wait, you just write, yeah, um, like, and she was overwhelmed by me. She was overwhelmed by me. Like how I feel, she was feeling me. So so I said, your vibe, I'm gonna share it to you. I wrote it for her. That's what I said, is that I said that if I ever meet somebody who I feel somebody, I'm gonna share the music. So you're special. I said, did this, and I gave it to her, and she's like, yes. And I was and I was like, anyone you love or you care for, I think you should share that to them too. Please, for me, I just want you to feel good, just how I feel, you know. And she was like, I will. So then I had to write something. So she got up, and the way the people were looking like kind of like she was talking to, and they would kind of like look kind of freaked a little bit. And it was just kind of like this. And then, so I'm just sitting there, and then I'm just sitting, but I'm just kind of like, chop. I'm so happy. Child, I'm so happy. Like if something happens today, I'm good. That's how bad. That's as bad as great. I'm happy, child. I'm happy. Finally happy in my life. So anyway, so at one point, so I'm sitting here smiling. So the lady comes. The lady comes, and she's like, yeah, and this is that. And so when we're done, I just about to leave. I said, you're special. So then she's kind of like, she was like, yeah. I don't know. She said, yeah. I was like, and so seriously, and when I look back, I was like, I know that really, probably really, that was it. When I just turned around to her and I said, no, I'm serious. Exactly what I said. I said, you have a good night. And I left. When I came here, and I'm just kind of got this and that, and I forgot something happened. I was like, wait, that's been going on all day. What happened today? What the hell is today's date? I didn't write this date. But I was just going to be like, child, you cannot share this to anybody. But then my heart hurt. It hurt. I swear to God, it hurt, physically hurt, until I said, okay, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna share it. And now it feels a little better. Like I said, people know I was not a religious type of person before. I think they chose the right or wrong person to be the I don't know, the person that helps. I can't even do the word. Look, my head is hurt. It's hurt. It's the passenger. What do you call that number? Like I'm helping the person. So whoever's giving all these powers to me right now, I'm the messenger. That's the word. Child. I'm freaked out a little bit, but I'm happy at the same time. Child. Oh, that's not even everything. I forgot. So then she's telling me. So part of what, so the part of, okay, so that's what I said. So the one I'm talking to her, so she's on the paper that she gave me says, oh, put your emergency contact. I said, I was the contact. I was like, it's the contact. Oh, with my best friend. I was like, yeah, my best friend. And she's like, yeah, but that's again. Actually, she's the one when this morning, and I was like, wait, today was a date. The picture was today. The picture that I just posted about the date that I had the seizure. Today, didn't even know I still had that video until today. With me and my best friend. The video with her of my best friend is the person I put on my emergency contact to the person who is talking in my language that I not speak to today. Today, I said, this has been happening all day. Today is the day. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my part to clean the world is to bring what real music is supposed to feel and supposed to be like. It needs to feel music. Maybe that's my message. This is what music is supposed to feel. When you hear music, you just think not the beat, not just the what they're saying or they're cursing or if it's just because it's a famous person. I cannot listen to popular music if I cannot feel any type of feeling to the music. I lose my interest. I'm like, no, I need to listen when I listen to music. It's like a drug for me. Music is drug. It's spiritual. That's if anything I would say would be spiritual is music. Music is spiritual. Music. I think of the flow is supposed to how you're supposed to feel happy, and when you're sad, and you need to feel everything in your body. That is. Maybe that's why I can't, my daughter is my motivation. I went through with my blood situation. I had a clotting situation. The clotting situation was the reason why I got my seizure. Like, it's just everything is it's just too connected. It's too connected. This happened because if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened. Then you would have happened. Then you have to have been this to go through this, to go that, to that, and that, and that, and that, for this day. Today is the day. My purpose is that you guys do not listen to music. Every once in a while, the people here come in and they'll have, maybe one day they made some song. Maybe they had a bad day or something like that. And so that song came out because it finally felt on that day when they made that song. And because it's not a popular one, because people just don't feel it. So yeah, it's just kind of like nothing there. So it's just kind of floating in worlds. It's just floating, right? It's just floating. And then I came in and I'm like, this isn't it. What about this song? When he said about this, about when if you do this, blah, 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 and then it just cut you, and you did not hear that song? I'm like, you gotta, let me get that song. I think I have a pocket of songs. Yes, because that felt like, I just find songs. I get songs. And I put in there. I'm like, this is people, you need to listen to music. You need to listen. Listen. That's what's music. All the stuff especially with this new generation, if this don't happen, music, your music is done. It will be done if it wasn't for me. I'm saving you. I'm saving you. I'm saving. That's a lot to take, whoever you're watching me. That's a lot. My heart, it just keeps like, it just doesn't stop. That's why from I've been born, I was able to record music. That's why I think of music all sense of it, because they're like, oh, she's from the 70s. Yeah, I was born in 79. I heard this music. Maybe when I was in Nigeria, I heard some beat that, I don't know. It was in my brain from Africa to now. And all that stuff floored it in my head. It went to my head. And yeah. Child music. The music stuff that you listen to, I'm just like, what is this? I've always been like that from born. What is type of music? I don't want to listen to this song. This music. So when I was in New Jersey, I got exposed to, Brooklyn. I was, raised in, I came after Nigeria, came here when I was one, lived in Brooklyn. I was lived in Brooklyn since till I was 8 or 7. So then I got that, with Brook, right? Then I go to Piscataway, New Jersey, you know. But look, we're very eclectic. We have all sorts of people during that time when I went to school. Right now we have a lot. We have all sorts of people, all in our school. So I'm exposed with that. Then, I just was, I be Nigeria. Then I have, I might have an Indian friend. I might have an Asian friend. Then I have, so I'm all sorts of that. That's in my head. Then, what's it called? And then, what's it called? I've just been tomboy type of person. I love, but I love. I'm with all sorts of music from Africa, from here, from all different countries. It's just in my head. And then I'm dealt with stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to. Growing up, all that, the pain and suffering and blah, 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 blah. I dealt with that. Physically, mentally, everything, all sorts of hurts. I've been through it. In my head. Then I leave there. Then I go to Philly. From Piscataway to Philly, all sorts of people. You got Africans, Caribbean, blah blah, all over I'm getting powder. Take all that in my head. So then, but now, my parents were strict. Now I'm free. So I'll do all sorts of shit. For 2 years, I think it was a blur. So I'm not perfect, so be a blur. And so then all that in my head. It just going through that. I just going through bartending, and I've been stripping. Don't even think that I'm doing that. But I've done all sorts of stuff. I'm not gonna share that, but I was able to just be free. So that in my head. So then now, being older, it was difficult. I went through a lot with children, having my daughter. I went through a lot of stuff before I had my daughter. When I found out I had a blood clotting situation where if I got pregnant, my body attacked the babies. This happened twice until they finally found out what the problem was. So I was able to, I had to be up shots every day to have her checking. I had her when I'm 36, so I was like old to them. I'm old, So I'm high risk. I'm going through that. They're checking the baby. Every day I'm checking to see if she's breathing. It's breathing. It's not the baby the heart doesn't stop. Okay. Then during 3 months, I'm going through my divorce. 3 months pregnant. Person go off and cheat in Africa. So maybe that's my daughter, the father, at least thank you for the blood, because he's 100% African. He's from Morocco and now Nigeria, and he's half Mali. So that's all 100%. So my daughter is mix. I don't know if it was just like, I was like, I don't know what the situation. There's the thing. I talked about that years ago. I'm not bringing it back. So if you didn't see it, then you don't see it. But I'm not bringing that back. So anyways. So I went through by myself. So I said, let me go to my parents' house. I've tried 4 times. I don't know why I did it. But hey, like I said, things happen for a reason. For make me where I'm at right now. So so going through that for my finally to breathe. So when I taught my daughter, it's deep, okay? Child. So then I have a job. Finally, slowly getting a little bit situation. I'm just kind of like, but 2 weeks. So then my so-called siblings, except for my brother, how my behavior, I guess they're freaked out too. It was just like I was just not the same. They just look at me. I'm just weird, and but every time they're going through things, I've always been there. I was always there, over there. But especially me and now, we just did not get along growing up. The vibe, she didn't like me. It was just, and I always said, if my sister was not my sister, we would not be friends. I've always say that. Swear to God. Because I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't know. I don't know. But she's my sister. So I have to accept it. No matter. But that's how I thought. I think about other people. I've always thought about everybody else. But then when it comes to me, people just kind of dismiss me. My best friend, my so-called ex-best friend, I was her yes, yeah, I'm gonna shut up about my life. I'm gonna be there for you. She would treat me like shit. She was no friend. Every time I talk, she'll zone when I were talking with what I'm going on. What changed? She was supposed to be the godmother of my daughter for a whole year. He did not call, ask my daughter, see her. But I was like, you're done. That stopped. So my best friend, she's special. Melanie. I'm just gonna say first place. I don't want people to go back to you. You're special. Just like the person in the gym, you and my other friend, Rama. And it's so crazy because look, my best friend, she's into church. But despite that, how am I seeing what I'm meeting? I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I think it's everything that's going on. Everything is mixed up. I don't know what's going on, but it's not just tears, and it's not just here. So that's where I'm at. That's my description of my religious right now. And then Rama, she's Muslim, 100% Muslim. My two best friends. And they know how I feel. And they're still my best friends. They know my whole religion and what was going on and how I've been freaking out and this and that. They know what I'm going through. And they support. When I freak out, both of them, Rama's be like, come to my house. And I'll just sit here. It's freaking me out. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. And she was like, okay. And then this last week was the first time that they talked. Rama and Melanie. Like, And that day when I freaked that day, I was like, this is going on, something's going on. So they were talking to each other to calm me down. So they know what's going on. They see it. They support me despite their religion. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Anyways, I just need to, I'm happy because I have a purpose and I was chosen to be the person to do it. Yeah, music is dead if you do not change. So, what am I like I don't even know about the religion. What do you call those? The people who's chosen to be like to end life. Doom, music. She's the person who's gonna talk about music. Boom. So right now, I guess there's other people that are doing stuff to be like, yo, with this, if you don't stop, you're done. So I don't think maybe maybe this destruction is not a physical like it's gonna blow up. It's gonna be like stuff about as a human being is gonna be done. You're just gonna be all just robots. You're gonna be robots. You're gonna be robots. You're gonna be robots. Music is just gonna be don't. It's just gonna be like don't. Child. Now explains why the music is just all over the place. I'm like, child, this music is it's all over the place. What is this? People like I said, people will just be like, what is this? They'll just be like, and people start singing all the time, singing the music. Oh my God, I remember this song when I went to this school and then she did this and this is I remember this song. It's like I can't. But yeah, I was chosen for music. If it does not change, music is done. Music is dead.